Hello and welcome to Clarified Solutions 4-part series about communication styles. Thus far, we've gone through the analytical communication style, intuitive communication style, functional communication style, and today we're going to be focusing on the personal communication style. What we've done thus far is we've broken down these particular communication styles and looked at the potential advantages and areas for improvement in these particular communication styles. Now, this particular communication style sits at one other end of the scale of all other styles already mentioned. A personal communicator is someone who uses highly emotive language to explain and express what it is that they feel and how it is that the team has reached a particular point and a certain conclusion. As with all other communication styles mentioned thus far, these people can sit at all levels of the business, and it doesn't necessarily mean that because their primary communication style is or is not personal communication, that they don't have the capacity to factor this in or other communication styles as well. So with personal communicators, these are people who will talk about how is the team feeling overall? What progress are people making and why is it? How are people receiving information? How is that making them respond to particular situations? So it's all about the perception of other people's response and the value of what this brings to the overarching bigger picture. So these are people that are very much in touch with their colleagues, their stakeholders, people that they're regularly interacting with. And they're certainly not shy to have a conversation with them about how it is that their particular working style is impacting them. I listened to a fascinating discussion with Bob Chapman, someone who has revolutionized the style of work that he has put forward. And I would determine that he is a personal communicator as his primary communication style. He has done incredible work in surveying why it is that people behave in such a way in an organization, and how, through questioning and offering them the opportunity to discuss how did that particular decision the business made impact them and how did they feel. He talked about incredible breakthroughs within teams of people in very, very large multi-million dollar businesses across many different countries and of course encompassing many different cultural backgrounds for their employees. But what resonated universally with them was their ability to, one, have their understanding and their opinions valued by their managers, and then also to know that these particular opinions will directly inform the strategies and the policy that these particular businesses take into account. So as you can see, it is incredibly powerful to have a personal communication style. And certainly when balanced with analysis and also with intuition and big picture thinking, and then with a functional, practical approach, you can see how layering these particular communication styles can be highly advantageous to you and to your team. So when you're able to identify which communication style people are, you're able to then tailor your communication and your instructions and leadership within the team to really suit this communication style. You'll notice a massive reduction in friction of communication, in miscommunications, in engagement as well of people in discussions and in the overarching process. You'll also notice people using a lot more initiative because they feel inspired that you really have connected with their specific way of communicating, which of course is integral to the way in which they work. So as I said, identifying this communication style is key. If you want an efficient and effective workforce, then it's very important that you take the time to determine who has particular communication styles and in which situation they determine a particular communication style to be most purposeful and appropriate. So take some time to do some reflection on this and really reach out to your team and ask them about and inform them first of what these communication styles are and then how it is that they feel they relate to them. Of course, acknowledging the inherent strengths and areas for improvement in each of these communication styles. I take a lot of opportunities to reflect on my communication style because I'm interacting with a very broad range of stakeholders, people across a very large range of industries. At the moment, I'm working across 11 different industries, and you can rest assured that I have the 4 communication styles represented in my client network. It's fascinating to see how they're able to achieve great success using different strategies and different communication styles. I would never privilege one communication style over the other. They are all interdependent and very useful when in combination. Now, someone who is a master communicator is someone who is able to seamlessly transition between these communication styles. They understand the benefit of each of the communication styles and take the time to really hone in and focus and develop each area of these communication styles and then demonstrate these in a daily practice of communication. People who have reached this point in their communication are those who, you may have noticed, can go into a crowd of people, many of whom may be unknown to them. They're able to inspire, they're able to instruct, they're able to really listen and understand the detail, they're able to communicate the high level of value that their particular project or product or service is bringing to that particular market. And then they're also able to really relate to those people. These are people that have mastered communication styles, the intuitive, personal, analytical, and functional. There are certainly people in the business community who sit within this particular realm. Sometimes they're leaders of large organizations, but not always. At other times, they're people who are starting out in their career and for whatever reason have reached a particular level of maturity in their communication style, potentially based upon their personal lived experiences as well as their professional experiences. This is where a holistic approach to communication is very important. It's not enough for someone to rely purely upon professional experiences to guide their communication styles. For them to be able to reflect upon their personal life choices and experiences prior to entering into that particular work function or capacity or whatever it might be is very important. To look at things with the big picture like an intuitive thinker, to be able to analyze why it is they're stepping into this particular role and what purpose and function this serves for them. To be able to break down the steps so they can clearly communicate value propositions to other people. And then to be able to relate so that you're actually able to build ongoing relationships with people and rapport. These are all wonderful outcomes of being able to integrate all of these communication styles into your communication style. I'm very much looking forward to hearing your thoughts on these particular concepts put forward. These are areas of your professional and personal development that will be undertaken over the course of your lifetime. You won't suddenly arrive as an intuitive thinker or be expert as a functional thinker, for example, and communicator. These are things which you will continuously work on and improve over the course of your life and your career. So, as always, I wish you all the best, every success, and also to be in alignment with the communication styles that best serve you and your community. All the best. Take care. Thank you for joining us to uplevel your business, skills, and knowledge. Click the links below and subscribe to the Clarified Solutions social media platforms to receive regular updates. Weekly resources will be provided along with gifts, to assist you in your journey in up-leveling your business expertise and confidence. We look forward to continuing to support you in your journey as you become the leaders and the business experts you wish to be.